Hi, hope you're all well. I've been a little bit quiet online lately. I thought I might just make a quick update, let you know what's happening, anyone who cares to follow me. A few weeks ago, I unexpectedly separated from my partner of 8 years. I say unexpectedly because it did happen. It all sort of blew up very quickly. However, there were certainly signs, and I wasn't entirely surprised by the outcome. So it is what it is. However, obviously, in going through that, my head has been all over the place, and I gave myself permission to put work aside for a few weeks until I was feeling better. The fact that I'm ready to talk about this now is probably suggesting that I'm starting to feel better, so I think soon I'll start picking up the threads of my business again and get back to work on writing and publishing and all that stuff. What can I say? It is sad. You know, these things are always painful when they happen to us. I think it's probably is, though, ultimately for the best. I am a firm believer in the idea that every challenge comes with opportunities, and I am embracing the opportunities that come through this challenge. I have an opportunity now to focus 100% on myself, my health needs, what I want to accomplish with my business, what I want to accomplish with my life, without being accountable to anyone for how I choose to spend my time. So that is liberating. I think as a person living with a chronic illness, as I do, it's extra liberating, because one of the challenges for chronic illness is rationing your time to all the people and all the commitments that need your time. So there's certainly an element of relief in having one less person that I'm obligated to ration my time to. Sounds mean. That's what it is. If you follow my blog at all, you've seen a bit of a series of that I've called How I'm Going to Do More Yoga and Live a Better Life. That's very much what I want to do in this next phase, is more yoga, live a better life. That's sort of my personal code for just doing some self-care and looking after myself. And yes, that definitely involves yoga and meditation and eating healthy, and all the positive health habits that are so important to maintain when you live with chronic illness, because the best thing you can do for yourself is just to be healthy. So that's a big focus. Coincidentally, something that happened quite recently, which was just super perfect timing. I've been accessing income protection insurance payments for a while, since I've been unable to work full time, and I pretty much, since I went off work, I've been asking them if I can get some vocational rehab, because I hate not working. Work and being creative and productive and all of those things, such an enormous part of my identity, and it frustrates me immensely not to do those things. So day one of saying I'm not well enough to work full time anymore, I'm like, give me some rehab, find me something to do. And it's actually been a bit of a fight, but I finally got that moving, and I have been able to, I've had my first meeting with a rehab provider. Sounds really, really promising. And we will be doing some stuff just around general health. So yeah, do more yoga, living a better life. One of the opportunities in the separation is I have a big room in my house that's not allocated to anything now. I think it's going to become a yoga and meditation studio, so why not? I just turned 50. Who cares? I'm going to do whatever I like. So that's very exciting. And the other very exciting thing that I'm looking forward to is the rehab provider has a program which is like a small business coaching, mentoring type deal. Very, there's so many of them out there. And they're great services, and I have been accessing them. But this one is specifically targeted at people with chronic illness. So Leanne was the lady that I spoke to, be like the case coordinator or whatever they call her, was explaining this to me, and I seriously started to cry. And she's like, what is it? What is this? Is this not what you want? And I'm like, no, this is exactly what I want. This is perfect. This is what I have been trying to do on my own for the last 12 months. And I think in that moment I thought, I know what to do. I'm a very experienced manager. I know how to run a business. I know how to plan. I know how to execute. I've got all that stuff. But I still have the mindset of a healthy person. And when I'm accessing generic services, I'm still looking at everything from the mindset of a healthy person, and I'm holding myself to that yardstick of what is reasonable is actually what would be reasonable for a healthy person, and that's not it for me. So the relief of thinking about talking to somebody about how to structure my business and approach my work in a way that was going to be reasonable for my health. Cannot explain it. Just amazing. So I'm really looking forward to that happening, and the timing was perfect. This is absolutely where I need to start propping some more supports into my life. Having said that, I have heaps of support. I have fabulous family, fabulous friends, brilliant GP, been setting up some counselling for myself. I'm fine. I'm not worried. Not concerned for my mental health in the long term. I'm going to be fine. So also just thinking about more yoga, better life, all that sort of thing. One unexpected upside that I've experienced with my migraine attacks, there has always been this thing that happens when I've got something really, really important to go to, something that I have to do. I'll get a bit of adrenaline surge, and the adrenaline surge holds the migraine attack off. Now, it's about 3 weeks since the separation. I did, a couple of days after we separated, I managed to get myself into hospital for an infusion treatment, which is also really good for resetting the pain cycle. But I think in 3 weeks I've had, I'm going to say 3 migraine days where I was fully disabled. I've had symptoms on and off, but they're just annoying. They're not disabling. And that is crazy. That is, can't even begin to dream about when the last time I have felt that well. So I'm fully expecting that at some point this adrenaline that is fueling me, this anxiety, whatever it is, I'm still in this quite emotional state. That's going to run out. I'm going to crash, and I'll probably have a horrible, long and painful migraine. And then I'll probably get back to something like the pattern that I was in before. And this is also okay. But what I have right now is a massive opportunity. So I've been using that to do a lot of meal prep. Got my freezer filled up with healthy keto food that I've cooked myself, and it's lots of veggies in it, and so that when my health does tank again, I'm well prepped to make sure that I keep eating well. I'm working hard on getting the house sorted out, getting on top of the bills, getting all of my services back in, cleaner, gardener, all the things that I need to keep going by myself. So I've been getting all that back in place. So hopefully, when the time does come that the migraine becomes challenging again, I'll have good solid systems in place, and I'll be able to manage my life effectively and use my time, use my productive time to do good, meaningful work and go out and enjoy myself. Because, if you're going to be 50 and single, be fabulous. This is my plan.